appear to have TeamSpeak muted, so let's dive right in. This is Artyk versus Note. This is the tiebreaker to see who gets to play in that Division 1-2 playoffs, I believe. These teams have clashed before, and Artyk took it 2-0 last time, if I'm recalling correctly, which is, you know, questionable. Either way, it's a best of one. Anything can happen. I'm pretty excited to see what will happen.
Radiant team ban.
And okay, no, I do have open mic and TeamSpeak. I don't know why I can't hear you, Sephiroth.
You
weren't
really
speaking. That would do it.
I was not speaking.
Okay, I was just like, oh gosh, what have I done? Anyway, what were you gonna say?
Nothing. It turned out it was a graphical glitch where it looked like the first ban from Note was invisible. But they hadn't actually... Oh, no, hang on.
I see bans. I see Lestrak and Earthshaker.
Oh, no, they didn't ban anything, and they don't have any reserve time because of how late they are. I'm not crazy.
Oh, the second ban, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they ended up missing their first ban, actually.
Oh, and then, of course, it just puts it up in the slot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was just like, no, you are crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, you're right. They had no reserve time because of how late they were. But getting the Lina out, but this means the Bounty Hunter, Gyro... not the Earthshaker because he's banned, but
no,
Bounty Hunter, Gyro...
Winter Wyvern's also in.
Yeah. Wyvern,
lots of strong picks.
Yeah, and Doxia really prioritized in this hero, in this region, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that pop up. But it is the Bounty Hunter. You can't not get the Bounty Hunter. Like, I don't want to already call it, but I feel like Artyk, you know, unless Note plays out of their mind, kind of already won getting that Bounty Hunter up.
He's certainly a strong pick, and might make some annoying plays happen early in this game, especially if he can get that courier snipe. But I think Note still has potential to take this.
Yeah, and you never know, since there were good things left in the pool, they can pick up the Lina Gyro. That's a strong combo as well, so... It is by no means bad, but picking up a Rubik instead, I mean, I get it, there's a lot of good stuff coming out of Doxia. You might be able to also steal the track occasionally, but I don't know if the Rubik was the pick.
He's a really strong hero, just in general. He's got potential to steal plenty of good things so far. Surge, wall, track, invisibility for himself, but it might be countered up by the track.
Yeah, it's also something where if they did end up picking more heroes that jumped in, Rubik's gonna be good. It will deter. Artyk is clearly, well, not clearly, but with the Darkseer, it's already kind of a, hey, you may be going for a big team fight lineup. Rubik's like, I will take the spells that you have and turn them against you for funsies, so we'll see how that goes.
Reserve time.
Now, we're gonna also see the Wyvern is getting banned out, as is the Anti-Mage and the Storm Spirit, but immediately picking up that Bloodseeker. Kinda... I like it, there's good synergy here, and he's a strong hero early on.
Yeah, it's a strong AoE silence that Vacuum can help set up. He does have Rupture, though. He has to worry about Rubik taking Rupture from him and using it against him. Because he needs to be running around hitting people. If he's not, if he has to stand there as well, then his primary use is a bit negated.
Yeah, and now Note going for another lockdown hero. Okay, I feel like you pick up the Rubik Lion after your opponents have picked something like the Storm Spirit or the Anti-Mage, you know, someone, or the Quap, someone who comes in and causes a lot of havoc. Rubik and Lion, sure they're good, but I think they're gonna be food for the Bloodseeker.
They will be once he picks up that BKB, but I think they might be expecting the Quap pick. But it's the Templar. They may have been thinking, oh, they have Darkseer and Bloodseeker, they might go for something like Queen of Pain, who outputs a lot of AoE DPS.
Yeah.
But they go Templar instead, and once she gets Deso and Blink Dagger, these two are probably gonna die horrendously.
Yeah, it's a pretty scary lineup already coming out of Artyk, and we also know, like, most teams have a player who's very competent on TA, right? It's a hero that a lot of people play, they know what they're doing, and like, it's just, I'm getting really worried for Note. We have some people asking where the teams are from. Both are tagged up as Peruvian teams, but actually Arctic organization is just Peruvian. They're actually from Brazil, and I believe Note is from Peru, actually. I will double check that right quick, but I mean, I feel like the Rubik, the Lion, the Clockwork will help somewhat against Templar, but unless the Clockwork's playing out of his mind and everything, I'm really worried. I just liking Arctic's lineup a little bit better, and Darkseer can pull the Clockwork out of the vacuum. Oh, sorry, out of the cogs with the vacuum. So that's another kind of counter coming out already from Arctic.
Yeah. I'm not sure why... Arctic banned out the Ember Spirit, of course, to help their Templar Assassin.
Yeah, but PL is still in the pool.
Yeah, well, Arctic... It would be beyond greedy to go for PL.
Yeah, but I think Note could. Sorry, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Note could still go for PL, but the reason Arctic banned out Ember is so Ember can't be up against the Templar. As you mentioned, Note did not have a whole lot of damage over time to melt through refraction charges. They're very heavy bursts, so every one of those charges is huge for PA or TA.
Yeah, and
10 seconds.
Not feeling like there's much, as we say, not much to deal with the Templar, and we're gonna see what they pick up now. PL will deal with the TA, right? The PL's illusions will stop proccing. He'll be all over that Templar Assassin, but he has to get a certain level of form, and against a Bloodseeker Bounty Hunter, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, Note might want the PL, actually, because, as you mentioned, his illusions will help drastically with those refraction charges.
Yeah. But it's Arctic's turn to pick something up first. They just need a strong support. I would go with the Dazzle or the Witch Doctor. Dazzle already banned out, of course, but Witch Doctor's still good with the Bloodseeker, has nice team fight set up. They could even go, I think, they can go the CM. We've seen a lot of teams play that game.
Yeah, I would imagine either Witch Doctor or CM here. Both good choices in their own right.
Yeah, so... Gonna be... I don't know, I think... Probably, maybe Arctic has a different, or has another plan. I'm trying to think if there are any other good supports for nice comboing with that team fight. But yeah, I would like the CM or the Witch Doctor.
They could go Silencer.
Yeah, they can go silent. There's a lot of strange pickups they could go as well. It's feeling like a lot of it's all just whatever the preference is probably on their plays. It's also a best of one, so it's always time to do something crazy. I feel like that was the name of someone in the lobby. Somebody just added me to their friends list, and I'm pretty sure it was one of the guys. Yeah, that is X. Okay. Oh.
It's a Disruptor, another good AoE choice.
Yeah,
Has to be careful that his ultimate doesn't get stolen by Rubik, though.
Also, Arctic, okay, so initially I was like, I love Arctic's draft. Oh yeah, Arctic, blah blah. But without picking something like the Witch Doctor or the CM, they don't actually have any reliable stuns. They've got a mini stun on the Shuriken. They have a vacuum, which I don't know if vacuum even counts as a stun.
It does, for the duration of the pull.
Yeah, but is that a stun or is that a hold? Like, yeah, I guess it's a stun for the duration.
It's technically a stun. You can't really do anything during it.
They pick up Weaver, which I think is also really weird. I feel like Weaver's counted by Disruptor as well.
He is slightly, but I think they wanted it mainly for the Swarm to melt the refraction charges.
And when they don't have, like, any stuns, it's actually quite an easier hero to play. Because, yeah, you might get glimpsed back and you're very squishy, but it's gonna be a little bit easier, so, yeah.
Yeah, and the track might mess with your Shikuchi ability to be elusive, but you're still going to be moving at max move speed.
Yeah, definitely. Now, let's get right in, just because we know that these teams will be full of action. They have no chill. What's going on is my...
Pause.
No, oh, I was just having issues with my smooth drag. Just as a heads up, folks, I am Llama Down Under. This is my awesome co-host El Sephiroth. We're new. We'd love your feedback. And right now, I'm trying to really focus on making sure my camera work is good, not jumpy, not shit. So if you have feedback on that, even if it's just, no, it's still shit, you need to fix it, I would love to hear it. So, getting back in, I'm going to introduce the side at Arctic right quick, just so that we can make sure that when this first blood engagement happens, if it does, you know, somewhere, it's going to be nice. Templar Assassin is being played by Kevin. Maybe this player doesn't actually like Kevin by that name. Anyway, Ned on the support Disruptor. Klotz on Bloodsucker, X on the Darkseer, and their last player was Soleil on that Bounty Hunter. Oh, thank goodness it loaded in. It was only slightly embarrassing. So then, on the side of Note, tossing it over to you, Sephiroth.
We have Kazuto playing the Weaver, Starlog on the Lena, 150 on the Clockwork. He's already going. There's a lot of Wardic happening. Seabass on the Lion, and 8213 on the Rubik.
Yeah, I think
Clockwork's already TP'd to bot lane.
A little bit of a bug there, showing us what items were bought, because they definitely did not buy 3 sets of wards, so... Anyway, either way, not terribly important. We're going to be seeing, as you said, the early ward out. I also like this blocking up the pull camp. A lot of folks wait to see whether the camp doesn't spawn, and either way, he's either going to stop them from pulling, because they either will just go for the D-ward of this ward off to the right, or they will D-ward the pull camp and then have to use another sentry to get his vision ward, and it'll stop the Clockwork from getting ganked as much. But again, without any stuns, they're going to have to rely on Artyk on pure physical damage for actually killing people, so it's going to be interesting.
30 seconds.
Courier was actually heading out there with no items whatsoever. I'm not sure who was controlling that.
They probably just did the thing that I do sometimes where I'm playing the Courier on accident. Even fantastic players like these make little mistakes like me. Or so I tell myself. Let's get right into this. Both teams waiting. I think they saw the Bounty Hunter or something. I see pings coming out.
They either saw it or heard it.
Yeah, and there is a Blood right on the ground just to try and make sure that his team does get it. There's also going to be a nice kinetic field landing, but it should be A-okay. Oh, they managed to hit the Light Strike array, so Lena's actually going to get the Bounty Rune. And TA, she does finally pick up a point in Refractions, but I think they can get this off. This is level 1 Refractions. This is going to be our first Blood. Wow, what a mistake out of TA there, thinking she could get away. She does dodge the Light Strike array, but oh, she actually stands still. She was maybe buying out? I have no idea why she stood still up there. I would have kept running, but maybe she just gave up, you know, resigned herself to her fate.
You know, everyone's got a time to go, and, you know, sometimes it's your mids right at the start of the game.
Yeah, so... these things happen, as you just said, and we'll see what exactly goes out. We have pinging of the towers. I love this. These players pinging the towers. Let's just see if anybody started with anything interesting. Unfortunately, no smokes coming out already, but I think Templar lost a bit of gold there. We'll see in a second.
Yes.
But, yeah, they lost a bit of gold, but it's not awful. Oh, it's really funny. The net worth right now is like, oh, it's really big difference, but it's fine. Oh, geez, with upside down question marks. I like that. So... taking a look, Starlog will have a slightly better start in this mid lane, but it's actually already level 2 because she did get the Bounty Rune as well. So it shouldn't be the worst thing in the world, though.
Yeah, Artyk will get this bottom Bounty Rune, though, on the Bloodseeker, because everyone was focused on top.
Yeah, 100%. And we're going to be seeing... Rubik is chilling in middle. They also already have down a sentry. I don't know if Bounty Hunter, he has one on him. Oh, he's actually just poking Rubik's butt. And he already has a super aggressive ward out to make sure he sees either rotations or Courier coming in. But it's gonna, I think, not work out in his favor just from the standpoint of they now know he's there. They're not gonna run the Courier there. Although if he can make them take longer with their Courier, it's still a win. So...
they'll just have Rubik Fairy out items.
yeah, pretty much. It's the life of a support. Happens to the best of us. So, TA, she's actually going to take a lot of damage, but she does have a salve, I think, understanding that a lot of this lane might be death. So, heading up top, though, we're going to have a look at what's going on there. Darkseer has hit level 2, so at least that's a start. And again, another lane where it doesn't feel like, oh goodness, as I say
Lion
that, though,
might die
yeah,
here.
Lion's in a bit of trouble. This slow coming out, she does manage to throw out the Hex, or he does, but oh gosh, walking through so many creeps. And there's the Surge, trying to get the last hits, though. Do they have anything to stop him? They don't, but I think Soleil is going to go down as well.
Yeah.
And that's actually a really good trade, because the Bounty Hunter got the kill there. I know that Darkseer got a little bit of experience, but he's not even level 3. So that's definitely a favorable trade for Note. The kills, net worth doesn't quite show it, but getting it on that Weaver, much better. Anything to accelerate his farm. We're switching over to net worth as well, just because we've got a couple kills coming out, but I feel like Weaver isn't a hero who farms super easily. Yeah, he does have the Sakuchi, which is some AoE damage, but it doesn't do much, right? It's not like helping you farm jungle stacks or anything.
Right.
So we'll see.
Geminate attack will help out quite a bit, and whenever they put a point into the swarm, they should be able to handle a bit of jungling.
Yeah. So anyway, a lot of these lanes pretty even, pretty chill. I'm actually I'm missing some slay happening in this mid lane. Using that meld to get herself out of trouble, always a good play. But yeah, things calming down. Tia gonna have to go back to base. This game, you know, it'll get there. It'll get there. We're just used to our like 5 kills a minute in South American Dota, so we're feeling a bit greedy and hungry for kills. And yeah, they are having Rubik bottle Crow for stall log in that mid lane. Oh my goodness, I would be so upset if I were this Rubik.
Someone has Boots of Speed on the just in their base.
No. Oh, actually, Clockwork might go down here. He does the cogs, but he keeps Clogs in there with him, so Bloodseeker getting a kill, and that's going to accelerate his fall. What were you saying about the Boots?
They're just Boots in the dire base.
Oh.
I don't know who these are.
Fountain?
They're star logs. Yeah, they were just in the fountain.
Yeah, Rubik's taking them out. You can see he's ferrying them. He's going to pulse her some shoes. It's nice. It's always nice to have shoes. You know, it's always nice to bring your Lena a pair.
I always like shoes as I float around everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. You know, even if your feet don't touch the ground, it's nice to have a good, pretty pair of sandals tying the whole outfit together. And Lena does. So either way, this mid lane, TA actually really fall behind just because of that first blood and being forced home, and again, not managing her refractions well. Like, I understand that you're playing up against Alina, but she is at 150 health again on the TA. Like, what is going on? Lena getting the rune again. Like, come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah. That early point in the Fiery Soul helps Lena's auto attacks deal with the refraction charges.
Yeah,
her nukes, she doesn't want to use her nukes to do it. She wants to use those to harass HP.
Bloodseeker down here, Klotz has done something I haven't seen very often, but I really like it going up 1v1. He's picked up an Orb of Venom, so earlier that kill, I don't think he would have gotten it without it, just because Clockwork couldn't, like, yeah, he has the Battery Assault and so on, which does amplify, you know, Blood Rage amplifies that damage, and speaking of the Courier, they did so much to stop it, Soleil's gonna go down, but that's totally worth it for a Courier kill. There's a DD on Starlog, you need to be careful, Kevin. Be careful, but he's just gonna run it off. Actually, his refraction charges are Dunsky, so he needs to be really careful here. Starlog not able to seal the deal. But I was saying the Bloodseeker has picked up an Orb of Venom, and that's been really helping him out. It helps him harass the Clockwork more effectively. I feel like normally those two, when you trade hits, it's not so good. But Bloodseeker is able to get 3 or 4 hits on him, and Clockwork went the Ring of Protection. And actually, might be going down again. He is slowed in again. He cogs the Clockwork in with him, and he doesn't have enough. The Battery Assault's on cooldown, and even if he had it, he wouldn't have enough mana. Bloodseeker going like a race car, and he's gonna get that Clockwork again. This is the second time 150 on Note has gone down, and of course Bloodseeker with that Blood Rage will just farm back up, although nope, nobody coming to kill him. Rubik is still mid. Like, yes, Lena is winning this lane hardcore, but at the same time, she's gonna be under-leveled probably. Yeah, only level 5 now. And the TA that she sent home and killed once, also about the same level as her, so kinda weird.
Yeah, both of these carries getting up to good starts. Bloodseeker may be a bit better than the Weaver
the 2
did.
kills, yeah, helping out a lot.
Both of these heroes kind of snowball pretty well.
Oh, in mid we have Light Strike Array off the mark, and Rubik used the telekinesis already. They have to get a little bit better about chaining those, but it was also that Lena was TPing in at the time, so not much they could do there. What were you saying about Weaver?
He does snowball, but maybe not quite as hard early game as the Bloodseeker does.
Yeah, and they actually
takes a bit longer to come online.
Yeah, they have a lot to deal with him. Oh, actually, Note wants to go in, but now he must realize he must know he has an Ion Tail on him. Actually stunning up in the creep wave this Bounty Hunter, but he's gonna get surged and be a very, very fast little bug man. And he's gonna... Oh, he just runs back out of sight. I think Lion... having a bit of a slow reaction. Actually, Kazuto might go down, taking a lot of damage from... Oh gosh, Bounty Hunter wants to go around. Does he have Shuriken? He does, and it's Max Shuriken! He's gonna pick up the Weaver, a nice play coming out of Bounty Hunter there. And yeah, Weaver goes down, and as you said, oh goodness, Lion's gonna go down as well. There's no way he isn't found here, and so this is just gonna be the slow, inevitable death. We'll watch it, we'll commentate it. There's gonna be Ticken coming out. Oh, they has the TP! What just happened? Oh my goodness, he actually doesn't go down. I'm so glad. I'm so glad we actually watched that. I thought for sure he was gonna die there. Well, this is Dota. Sometimes these things happen. On the meantime, Bloodseeker forming up a storm, you know. Double his TA's net worth almost. And TA not forming up a storm, having a really rough time in mid. These two heroes just have her number, popping the refractions way too late. She needs to use that as we talked. Oh goodness, there's going to be a Light Strike array and a Dust coming out. Meld Strike not going to save you. And Laguna Blade to finish her off.
Starlog bottling up there and get just enough mana for it.
Yeah. So at least in this mid lane, the kills are even. I think that they're a little bit ahead on Artyk. Yeah, oh, okay. I thought they were only a little bit ahead, but apparently they're somehow 3k net worth ahead. I think a lot of this just being how well the Bloodseeker is farming, and they're getting a bit more out of the map since there are actually supports farming on Artyk as opposed to this Rubik just sitting mid for note. But...
yeah. Also, there's the fact that the Darkseer has tripled the farm of the Clockwork and hasn't died.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Darkseer is one of those heroes where you're guaranteed farm with that Ion Shell. Like, it might mean that you don't get levels as fast, but you're definitely going to get farm. And that's always nice. They're making up stacks for TA, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. And Bloodseeker might just take some. Do it. Oh yeah, he does. He's just taking her stacks. I like that. I like that in a Klotz. I don't even
He's
know what
also
that is.
gone the Midas build.
Yeah, and I also actually like this. He's another one of those heroes that can't super, you know, unless he went lightning or something, which really isn't acceptable anymore.
Oh dear.
Oh, what's happening?
Watch the Bloodseeker.
Oh, okay. Well,
a bit late, I suppose, but...
yeah, and then I just missed the Lina also getting a pick-off, so this is really going to help out their net worth. No, not your fault at all. I should have been paying attention. I actually clicked over to the Bloodseeker, but I thought it was creeps, because I saw all those creeps around, and I was like, oh, he's dying to creeps, I don't care. But yeah, and this is going to put Lina, while Lina is dominating this mid lane, it's pretty good. She's gonna have that Yule's up lickety-split, hitting those Light Strike arrays. Note is playing with a bit, well, they claim they're playing with a ping disadvantage, so we'll see. Disruptor actually may be thinking about doing something, but there's a Light Strike array on 2! They're gonna maybe kill... oh, they don't even see the Bounty Hunter. He's gonna maybe pick off the Rubik, the Lost Tower hit will do it. But what a nice kill coming out of this side of Note. Rubik wanted to get a kill there. Oh, not Rubik. Disruptor wanted to get something done there and just couldn't. Although Bounty Hunter is level 6, 9 minutes in. This is pretty good timing compared to what we see a lot of the time.
He's been participating in a lot of these kills, so it is good to see that he's going to have this track up early.
Yeah.
They should now make Weaver's life hell. That's what they need to spend the next 5 minutes doing.
So, Weaver's picked up a Ring of Health. The most obvious thing that I think folks are used to is this could go into a Linken's. But
yep.
I don't know if that's the item here. Yeah, it's gonna stop them from being able to glimpse him back. Also the Rupture, but the Blood Right and the Bounty Hunter's Track, or the Blood Rage, sorry, and the Bounty Hunter's Track and Shuriken will also pop that, so... and Track has a 4-second cooldown. So, but here's the Rupture coming out on Mr. 150. He's actually running towards them. He hook shots in because his Lina is there, but she gets glimpsed back a little ways. They need to get this kill before he goes down. They do use the Laguna Blade for it, but it's going to be a track kill in exchange. Lina taking quite a bit of damage. Maybe they can turn around and do something, even though they killed off the Bloodseeker. Let's say if Lina can hit a Light Strike array. That'll be really the decision there. But oh goodness, Bounty Hunter is out and about, and he's going to have another Shuriken up soon, and he's just going to do a lot of damage. They're going to pick up this Disruptor, this Darkseer, it looks like. But yeah, Soleil getting the kill on the Lion there, and now hunting Lina. She should be able to be a-okay. I don't know if there's another glimpse up right now. It doesn't look like it. That spell having an awful long cooldown. If Soleil throws the Shuriken though! Starlog is dead. I don't know what she was thinking. And now Soleil is also chasing the Rubik. Rubik might be able to kill Mr. Soleil, but not before. Oh goodness, Rubik goes down first. They are gonna get Ned. They might get Soleil because Rubik stole the track. What a bro. Gonna help up Note 51. But now here comes TA. This is terrifying. You need to do something here, Clockwork, but he can't. He just doesn't have it. And yeah, Bounty Hunt is tracked up, but it's gonna be going down. And now Note 151 is tracked up. I thought for sure he would be able to get it. Oh, and yeah, that team fight going definitely in favor of Artyk just because of the track kills and who died when. Oh. I really thought 150.
If the cogs hadn't come out, Bounty was trapped.
Yeah.
But the cogs pushed him just over that tree.
Oh, it's a Vanguard.
Yes.
Okay, I am not familiar with this build. I don't know if you are.
Not overly, no. I don't really care for it. I'd much rather see the Lincolns come out. Sure, they have a lot to pop it, but that just means that you aren't being affected by those spells.
Yeah, gonna be interesting. And yeah, those are all good spells to block. It's just a bit worried about, you know, you take a Blood Right to the face. Lina, she is hunting. She does have the Yules complete. And so maybe she can get another kill. Let's quickly look over item pickups, just because it has been 10 minutes. You mentioned already the Midas coming out for Bloodseeker. He's also looking to build up the Blade Mail, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's definitely a Blade Mail. TA is poor as anything. You can see she's number 5 on the net worth chart. That's not where you want to be as a TA. So she is just poor. She's got boots. It's nothing to write home about.
She's poorer than her bounty hunter.
Ooh, but we've actually been seeing that happen quite a bit recently in games where the bounty hunter is really rich just because he is surviving those engagements. And speaking of engagements, bounty hunter has a 4-staff obviously to deal with the clockwork, but he's maybe going to make something happen up top. Lion is poor as well, just boots. Weaver has that first item Vanguard coming out, and now looks, I think he was building a medallion. I'm not sure if I saw that right. Yeah, it was definitely a medallion given the items he has on him. So, yeah, Bounty Hunter, he's trying to get some scout out. He'll probably start setting up those tracks, but in the meantime, Artyk just gonna chill. Bounty Hunter placing a really deep ward. They pinged it. They might have seen it. Oh, goodness, their courier. Bounty's not gonna go for it, though. So, yeah, he's gonna be fine. And things just gonna calm down at top lane. You know, we started approaching that 2 kills a minute mark, and then it just went away with the wind.
I believe in them. They'll get us there.
Now, this is the other issue I wanted to talk about. This clockwork is really far behind, and when you're behind clockwork, it just makes your blade mail less effective. You don't have the health to make it you know, the damage you're reflecting terribly useful. And you also don't have I mean, you're under-leveled, you maybe don't have the utility, yeah, it's just not feeling great on this clockwork, this super late blade mail, but I don't feel like there are other options for items for him to go.
He could try to maybe pick up an early Aghanim's and try and make just more plays happen, but I don't know if that would be enough.
Oh, TA has an invis. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's the blood right dropped, and Darkseer is heading around on the side. Lena's coming up though, but doesn't know that TA and the Disruptor are behind her, and there could be a big static storm here. But in the meantime, they're gonna pick off Darkseer, but they actually don't. He has a blade mail on the Bloodseeker. Sorry, missold that. But now Lena's gonna go down. TA getting 2 quick pickups. Lena actually buys back because she hadn't used the Laguna Blade. There is also a glimpse way back, and now Rubik's gonna fall. Weaver's trying to desperately do something. He's trying to find this Disruptor, and Lena, she might actually, yeah, she's just gonna use the Laguna Blade, realizing these kills are taking too long and they're in a lot of trouble, but she might be a dieback. I'm pretty sure she will be. She does do a really nice Yule's Light Strike Array combo. I haven't seen that one before, and actually she's getting them quite low. TA needs to be really careful, but Lena needs to. She's gonna take a Shuriken to the face and one more auto attack, but she walks into the Light Strike Array and they manage to pick off the TA. What a nice buyback coming out of Starlog, and she might be able to do it. She hits the Dragon Slave. Oh, what a player. Lena coming back. I thought that buyback would be worthless, but a triple kill coming out on her. Really good, and I totally missed. No, here's the fight. Oh goodness, we're still fighting. No, they're trying to hit a blind.
They're just looking for bounty.
Yeah, and it was a slight
Rubik
fight
has dust
in
in
favor.
10 seconds.
Radiant's top
Yeah,
Bounty's gonna leave now, I think. Noticing the dust.
Yeah.
Or we'll hide somewhere.
It's a slight side in favor of Note, of course. Unfortunately, Lena. Oh, just shy of him, and now he's gonna probably work to pick off the Lena. He
That's
might
an
go
easy
for it.
kill.
There's an auto attack, and
Wrecked.
there's the Shuriken. They might be able to kill a Bounty Hunter, but I don't know. There's the immediate finger coming out, so they do manage to kill him, and they get the mega kill streak up on Rubik, which at least is gonna help him finish boots or make good progress towards Blink. But wow, that was a bloodbath, and really unfortunate that Lena died there. I think she was still in buyback punishment. I'm not 100% sure.
Yes, I believe so.
And this ward gonna get dewarded by Disruptor, so a really nice play there. Coming out.
Okay, so the Solar Crest is now done on Weaver after that fight.
Yeah, and that's really powerful. We haven't touched on this much. We just mentioned she was going the medallion. And also just for folks watching, I for some reason think Weaver's a she. I feel like her voice is very feminine to me, or maybe just she looks bug-like. Anyway, Weaver, the Solar Crest is going to mean that she can do those kind of sneaky pickoffs, and the Vanguard going to help her sustain. But at the same time, I'm pretty worried about this item choice. Like, when you apply the Solar's Crest, of course, you also have minus armor. So you're going to go down very quickly, and it's double-edged sword.
Yeah, it does have 9 innate armor, but when the Darkseer has more, Bloodseeker, TA has just as much.
And it's going to be one of those things where if she also couples it with a Deso, she'll really knock people out super quickly. Oh goodness, they're going in, they're hunting this Weaver. They know where she is. And there's the Rupture. Not much she can do about it. She might have to use this time lapse. Of course, you don't want to use it. They don't have vision of her. She's done a nice job of that. But she's standing still, of course. Now she does use the time lapse. But I think they can see her because the Rupture's still up. Lena picking off the Disruptor somewhere else. Kazuto, you've got to move. You could have moved and gone out alive. She doesn't realize she's not Ruptured anymore. Bounty Hunter, of course, seeing her. But they know the Bounty Hunter's going to be there. A nice pop on that dust on the Bounty Hunter. Still trying to find Weaver. Bloodseeker is down, so now would have to get the track off to see her and does apply the Solar Crest to Solar. But I don't know if Solar, this is going to catch him. And I don't know if you saw those other kills. This is going to be an extended fight. The dust has worn off, so they're probably not going to catch the Bounty Hunter. I don't know if you saw those other kills. How did that happen?
I was watching the Bounty Hunter chase, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It looks like Lena came in and hit her spells right just as she's been doing all game. She has a drums. The courier died as well.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It's never fun to play a courier against a bounty hunter.
Yeah, so that was weird. Oh, Lena, she's actually going in on the TA. She'll hit the Light Strike Array. There is, of course, the meld. Weaver gonna not hit the bugs because bugs fall off of invis units, and neither of these two have reveal, so just throwing the meld strike out onto Lena, I think a bit of a waste to not bring reveal. Actually, there might be a nice glimpse back on Lena. She's trying to get the hell out of dodge. The glimpse actually not as nice as it could be, but the kinetic field does latch, and there's gonna be a very dead Lena coming out, and they get the tower. Well, Lena denies it. So, more gold into them, and Kazuto getting... Oh, goodness, that was an interesting thing that just happened there. The Rupture... Oh, goodness, no, you're showing yourself now by moving out of the Blood Right. I think it was death either way, though, and Kazuto going down. So, that was unfortunate.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So, yeah, that not working out for this side of Note. And again, because these are track kills, that's the only reason these kills are worth so much. It's not like Note was ahead. Artyk just has the Bounty Hunter, and you can see the experience much closer. But, oh goodness, I hear a hook shot coming in. It's on the back line. They're trying to pick off Disruptor, but pops that one. And now he's actually, oh goodness, with the finger comes out, although they're going to two-shot Mr. Lion. Sacks to back, going down, and now Rubik needs to really watch out. Oh, Rubik trying to walk it off. Run, little Rubik, but I think this is inevitably death, and it is. TA has also up.
Clockwork is also very likely dead here.
Yeah, we heard the hookshot in. I called the wrong side of the part of the fight it was on. Gonna manage to pick up Mr. Dox here, so at least that's something. And we are now at 2 kills a minute, folks.
Oh yeah, we made it.
We did it. Oh, Lena actually still thinking of going in, trying to take advantage of that blood right, but she's just gonna get ruptured. It was a mistake. It was a mistake, Starlog.
Oh lordy.
Oh goodness. Yeah, this Bounty Hunter has 3.5k gold in the bank, and that's just gonna put us probably at around that 10,000 gold lead for Artyk.
They're also doing Roshan.
Yeah, just so folks know, I see that we have some new viewers. This is Artyk versus Note. They're both South American teams. They're playing a tiebreaker to see who gets to go play in those Division 1-2 playoffs, I believe. And yeah, it's only best of one because it is just a best of one tiebreaker for the positioning, and it's not looking good for Note. They're even in kills, but of course with a Bounty Hunter over that 10,000 net worth mark. And now, after that lost team fight that was pretty devastating for Note, over 5k probably when this settles down in experience lead. So, really unfortunate.
Oh dear God.
Oh, what's
actually
happening?
over 6k net worth.
Oh, it finally settled.
Just flies up.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, and this is the power of just, the track giving them such a net worth lead. And I don't know why they let it through. Well, actually, I do. They had a penalty on their time, and that might have been the Bounty Hunter, right? They didn't get to ban one hero, so...
Yeah.
Note, thinking about fighting this, though. They're not saying they're out of it yet. A nice hook shot onto X. He's actually going to cogs him back. I like that play because he's getting glimpsed away. They might be able to kill X, but at the same time, he gets full stuff forwards, turned into a little bug. And now he's going to get auto attack down, but at the same time, Lion has fallen. Bloodsuka going in. He has the BKB suddenly. He's going to pick off Mr. Rubik. The BKB will wear out eventually. Solar Crest, of course, going through that, so we'll see how this fight goes. He's going, and now you can't go in. Oh, the meld strike gonna hit eventually, but at the same time, the kinetic field, it's so nice. Nice cogs as well, though. Maybe they can save the Lena. I don't know if they can save the Lena. She does get out of the blood right. Everybody just needing to retreat, but they glimpse her back immediately. Will she light strike her? It's on cooldown. She actually manages to pick up Bloodseeker just because of that blood right, but she didn't get to use her Laguna Blade. That's awful. Kazuto also gonna go down. And another 2-for-4 trade just coming out as the winners of a lot of these trades is Artyk, so. And we'll see another big net worth swing. Just because of that track gold.
Yeah, she almost got that animation off to cast the Laguna Blade, but not quite.
Oh goodness, Soleil is looking for the kill here. He doesn't quite have enough mana to be as effective maybe as he'd want to, but he sees the ward placement, or the sentry placement, and there's the track, and he could actually use the Solar Crest, but not gonna happen. And yeah, they're just gonna get this tower easily. Actually, Clockwork coming out, they do see him, they don't manage to land the hookshot, and he full stops up onto this new high ground area. Hookshot not able to hit, and they're missing. This is so awkward and upsetting.
Dire's top tower
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll just TP out. Meanwhile, they've almost taken the tower.
Yeah, and this tower, it is gonna fall. We're 22 minutes in, 45 kills in this game. We're gonna look at items quickly because there, of course, you know, a lot has happened. Disruptor, and they're very rich on the Radiant, so Disruptor gonna be working on that Glimmer Cape. It might, in fact, be flying out to him now. It is. We've got Templar Assassin, Blink, Daedalus. That's, like, all she needs in the game, but of course she does have that nice Aegis as well to just, you know, tie her over. Blade Mail and a wonderful Black King Ball coming out on Bloodsucker. Darkseer has his Blink and his mech. He can build up he can build up those Guardian Greaves. I don't see any reason to. Not much he needs to purge off this game. And of course, Bounty Hunter has that Solar Crest 4-stop and a Vlad's. Where did that come from?
He just picked up the Vlad's.
Yeah, it's so good here as well. And I don't wanna miss out on going over the dire items, but we're about to have an engagement. TA, she could just blink in here. I hear a Rupture out again on Clockwork. He's gonna try to TP out. They don't have, oh, they glimpsed him back. I was about to say they don't have much to stop him, but they use one of the 2 spells they have. I hear Laguna Blade going off somewhere. She does use it. Yeah, she does manage to get the pick on Darkseer, and they might actually get TA as well. Weaver doing some work there, but oh goodness, beautiful dodge using that time lapse to not get hit by the Meld Strike. But at the same time, I think she and Weaver need to dack the hell out, but Weaver getting caught up in that Static Storm, Kinetic Field combo, and just really awful. I think overextending a little bit. Maybe should have run up here. You know, instead, I think would have been a better play. And this is going to be like a 20,000, yeah, this is going to be a 20,000 net worth lead. I don't know how you come back from this as Note. All your tier 2s are gone. Lena's working on that Laguna Blade, but it's going to be quite a while, especially since... actually, maybe if she can wave down 2 creep waves, it's going to be enough. Just using herself to get rid of that track. Like, that's how desperate times are. Lion gonna just have the Tranquils because he's super poor. Clockwork also super poor. Is working on his own 4-staff, I believe. And Rubik has Arcane Boots. Like, that's the state of things. Weaver is trying to work on a BKB. So... yeah. Invisibility. So what do you try and do if you're Note? Do you think if you can make this go late game, you have a shot?
I'm not sure. Their only real late game core. Lena's okay if she gets her items.
She's going in on the Disruptor, but at the same time she doesn't know it. TA's right there. Maybe she'll get the kill on the Disruptor, but she needs to get the hell out. Immediately blinking, but it won't TPing it, but it won't be enough. TA has enough damage with Meld Strike.
She bought the Ognums before she died.
Yeah, so that's at least something. But oh goodness, there is the hook shot down. They're gonna manage to make it. They push her back. I like that play. They also use the dust, so she's can't use that Meld Strike to get away. She has to knock the bug off as well. She's lost a lot of minus armor. Dogsy, the vacuums both of them back, and now they have to walk through the wall if they want to go. Of course, Kazuto's still really wanting to go, but the Dogsy's gonna pay with this with his life, using the finger to finish it off, wanting no chance for the rest of the team to get back into the game. So, and goodness, that Shuriken bouncing around. Yeah, and now at the same time, they actually jump in. Templar does manage to get the Lion. I think they could maybe kill her off, but not wanting to do it now that they are down to 3v3, knowing that their opponents are super powerful. Maybe gonna also catch this Rubik here. Shuriken does come out. Ooh. Rubik's most certainly dead. And Bloodseeker kills off the Clockwork who came home to try and defend against him. Weaver not able to stop Mr. Bloodsucker from TPing out. So there it is, and we're gonna see just another good fight coming out for Artyk.
Yeah, the Shuriken change, where it bounces ridiculously far, was such a buff to that guy.
Yeah, 100%. And we can see we're gonna be headed to that 25-30,000 net worth lead. It's going up. And yeah, this is the power of the Bounty Hunter. I think a lot of this just having to do with Note, you know, losing some of their banning time and not banning a hero in one of those instances, but devastating as we can see. This game without the Bounty Hunter, completely different game. I don't think they would be nearly this far behind.
Oh, Ned. Ned, no.
Oh, what's going down?
Rip Ned.
Okay, looks like they might be able to get a pick off on Ned. That's nice. The Bounty Hunter's trying to follow, see if he can do anything with the Bloodseeker, but of course without the glimpse to bring back the Lena, she's gonna get off scot-free. So, nice.
Yeah, they do have Artyk has good vision in this area, so they know what's
Oh my
coming.
goodness! Oh, deep
Like that
hook
hook.
shot onto the bounty hunter, but I don't think that's who you want to go for. On TA also blinking forwards, actually. She has the haste though, so she can get back here just fine. Actually, really lucky on the Clockwork that the cogs pushed her there. There's going to be a rupture out on Clockwork though. I was just calling them lucky. They need to get out of the blood right, but they're going to be pulled back into it. The vacuum coming out. Bloodseeker's going to chase down Lena. Clockwork trying to desperately use his cogs to do something, but Lena, she can't do anything. She needs to use, but of course it's not on cooldown. They managed to stun Clots in their base, but it's not going to be enough. And now just the... Oh goodness, I was going to say just the two, but he's tracked up. He does have to use that that backtrack to make sure he doesn't get hit. Sorry, the time lapse, forgotten what it was called for a second. Maybe they can actually pick off Bloodseeker here, but I don't know if they can between the two of them. Bounty Hunter just running in on the left, not quite sure what he was thinking, so... Yeah, and again, another team fight going surely in favor of Artyk.
Yeah. Weaver not having his Desolator is really hurting him in these fights. He doesn't
Or a
hurt very
BKB,
much.
either of them would really
Either
help.
of those, yeah.
Other than the Rupture, not much goes through that BKB, and of course you can use the BKB nicely. You can be like, oh, yeah, guys, you put the Blood Right and the Static Storm on me, that's fine. I'm a BKB Weaver. But right now, he just can't take any of it.
Yeah. The TA has pretty solid damage at this point, though, so she could melt through his relatively small health pool.
Yeah, I mean, you know, TA is nothing to scoff about. She is huge. She's got an MKB as well, and also working
and
on
crits
the...
now.
Yeah, she's got crits. Oh, and she actually jumps forwards. The Meld Strike, of course, not hitting because you can dodge it with that Shikuchi, but still... Oh, this TA is huge, and not... Oh, goodness, the
Oh my
flash
god,
almost...
she half killed him by accident.
Yeah, and that was splash damage. That's... Oh, goodness. And now the Bounty Hunter... Actually, he's getting found out by the TA trap coming out of Rubik. That was cute. Is dusted up, but immediately force-offs himself away. Has a Lotus Orb, casually. I'm just a Bounty Hunter with a Lotus Orb. Lena, be careful about Laguna Blading whoever I put that on. And I don't know Lotus Orb's apply time, but Laguna Blade has a 0.25 second application time, so you might be able to actually pop that Lotus Orb on before it hits.
Oh lord, Roche is just melting horrendously.
Yeah.
This is your life now, Roche. Minus 15 armor.
Yeah, it's no good, and they're gonna go down lickety-split. So I think this is all they need for that final high ground push. Oh goodness, we have a fight going up here. They use Laguna Blade and Finger on the Bloodseeker. Sorry, I almost completely missed that. It was messy on my part, but yeah, definitely worth it. And you can see in the fight recap. Okay, you should open the fight recap.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's the thing that just happened. Weaver using time lapse for nothing? Not quite sure why he just used time lapse on literally
Mobility.
nothing. But yeah. So, you know, there's gonna be a little bit of a dip, but we're already at the 25k ahead. Oh goodness, they've actually might land this Light Strike array. They might pick off Soleil. They're getting him. They have a nicely placed, but oh, she could two-shot the Rubik. Rubik actually trying to walk it off, is invisible there, trying to use that Shadow Walk to save his life. The Templar Assassin has picked off Lion though, and now the Clockwork taking a lot of damage, and Dogseer just up there. Clockwork gonna go down. That hit not gonna be disjointed, and Alina, the like fake illusion Lena, almost doing him in. They have picked off 3 though. So maybe TA not going to push up. Oh, I spoke too soon. Weaver, trying to do Weaver things, and the Shadow Walk coming out of the Rubik, and there's a TP, and they don't, they actually do have telekinesis to stop him, but wasn't close enough to cast it on the Rubik, so didn't manage to get it off.
Still not a bad fight for a note.
Yeah, I missed the fight recap, but it was probably well in their favor, especially since they did get the Bounty Hunter off in that fight, so. Weaver has 1,800 gold. I have no idea what this is saved up for.
I also don't know what he would go for. I personally like the Lincolns in this game, but I understand that there are a lot of things that could go through it.
Yeah,
so maybe
and
you want to go for
Bloodseeker
the
is
BKB.
also making an MKB. Who, I mean, just for the Solar Crest?
The Solar Crest, yeah.
Okay,
it's
yeah,
a 30%
you're right.
miss
It's
chance.
30,
No one
yeah,
wants to
it
put
is
up with
30%.
that.
So, I forgot that it's 30%. My brain thinks it's 18 because it's my brain. So yeah, 30% miss chance is pretty powerful. Lion has a Blink Dagger up though because of all those engagements, and Rubik getting really close to his. I don't know how well that's going to work, but it is going to let them play further away and then blink in. Even if it's just in your base, that's still really powerful. Instead of having the TA blink on you, being able to blink in. But TA has picked up another haste, trying to see if she can do anything with it, which might just be auto-attacking creeps, you know? And Clockwork, I hear a Laguna Blade going down, and they pop the Bloodseeker again! I have no idea how they managed to get him, but a nice job getting the Bloodseeker. Looks like they used the Finger and the Laguna Blade. I hear a hook shot off the mark,
It
though.
missed.
Yeah. And again, another 1,500 gold swing. 1,700 actually for that one. So, just from one kill on the Bloodsucker. And they're hunting. They've got the Shadow Walk, and of course they've got the Invis. There is big dust coming out, though, in Little City. And they're going to be able to get some of these at the very least. Bounty Hunter is their target of choice, but they're all over the place. And now this team fight coming back over here. We're going to see a wall drop, but Artyk, he's being stunned up. He can't use the vacuum. And now, again, another team fight coming out. From Note, that's really good. I guess they're all good at base defense. Nothing else maybe, but hey, Disruptor, he's in a lot of trouble. And 2 auto attacks from Weaver do it. Is that a Deso I saw up? That is a Deso I see up on the Weaver, not going BKB as much as we might like it. Lotus Orb coming out for Templar Assassin Bounty Hunter throwing that on her. But I don't know if that's... Yeah, it's never mind. It's gonna be fine. And actually, I would like the Lotus Orb on Weaver, if anything. No, over the Lincoln, just because it returns the spells. But I understand why. I do think it could be useful here. I think that maybe the Weaver just needs to really go for take up. Oh my goodness, how did they find her? There's the, the Laguna Blade is returned! Jesus. Oh, and it was also used on a Refraction, and oh, Jesus is right. Whoa, TA might actually just kill them all, getting Crit City. Kazuto needs to run, but is tracked up. And Lena regretting her decisions mightily. Bounty Hunter might actually just kill them off there. They're gonna kill Note. They cancel his TP, so he's most certainly dead. And what seemed like a really good comeback, the start of a really good comeback coming out. Kazuto doesn't have mana. He's gonna switch his treads. He's gonna get a little bit away, but Bounty Hunter, he's tracked up, and he's just gonna be lickety split. Kazuto's dead as well. This is horrible. The slow but eventual. Oh, Lena actually coming in. Can she stop him? She can't. The Light Striker Ray not hitting until after the attack is applied. And while she does have her Laguna Blade again in a few shakes of a lamb's tail, that returned Laguna Blade so devastating. She needs to get these refraction charges up, but actually the TA blinks up on her, but she uses the blade, and now actually she can kill the TA. TA's going down. That is. Oh no!
Why Laguna that HP? Yeah, just run. Rupture
she needs to get out. She actually, she was waiting for her friend, but they don't realize that Clot's up. Remember, he still has that BKB. Lena gonna go down. She doesn't have buyback. The Lion gonna die in the fountain. Weaver does have buyback, but this might be that GG push. Oh my goodness, Kevin just coming into the base. Did you just see that?
She buys a Ghost Scepter, uses it, sells it immediately.
That
swag strats.
That's horrible. That's fountain forming stress. A nice hook shot in by Nope. I don't know if it's enough again. At the same time, they do have the finger up. Maybe they can use it on the TA. They have a couple of refractions. They do. They actually managed to pick off the Bloodseeker, so that's something. There is a BKB coming out of Kevin. At the same time, a lot of people using their buybacks on this Radiant side, so maybe they can make something of it. But Daya has no buybacks. They have natural respawns in more than enough time to take another Rax.
Yeah. TA had been working on that tower already, so it's not going to last long.
Yeah.
Neither of these Rax.
So here's the buyback coming out of Clockwork, and actually he's TPing in aggressively. This, I think, is a mistake. He cogs Doxia in with him, and that's not what you want, and TA has enough range at this point. Kazuto gonna kind of just try to give it that last try, it looks like, trying to weave through some things, using that Sakuchi, but the Glimmer Cape stopping him out, and now he's tracked up by the Bounty Hunter. So... I also hear a Rupture coming out. I think it's on the Weaver. Yeah, and he's tracked up. The track is going to be down for ages. Going to try to blink out, but I think he's going to die before he can, and that's it. I think we're going to see GG's called shortly. Lena going to see maybe if she can do the base defense that her team could not. Laguna Blade's the Bloodseeker. It does do a lot of damage to him, but it's not enough even with that Blood Right, so...
Yeah, Weaver has buyback, but doesn't seem inclined to use it.
Yeah, and that could be it.
Yeah, that's probably just it.
I mean, 2 racks, it is maybe something this team, Lena has good wave clear, Lion has some amount of wave clear, maybe this is something they can come back from, but it's really difficult at this point. We're about a 40,000 net worth lead when this settles down.
There's the Daedalus on TA.
So, yeah, and she's finished up that Daedalus. My goodness, she is huge. They're gonna manage to stun her up. Here comes Klotz. They could maybe kill him off. He immediately pops that Blade Mail, though. And how many shots on the Lena? She does use the Ghost Scepter. 2-shotting the Lion. Lena needs to do something here. Her Ghost Scepter has run out, but you can't do anything against a BKB TA. Can't stop her in any way, shape, or form. And that is the GG call. So yeah, that was a game. This was Artyk versus Note. It was the tiebreaker. Artyk, you know, just kind of snowballing off that Bounty Hunter. It's not unusual for that to happen. But thank you so much for casting with me, El Sephiroth. I'm Llama Down Under. You can find me on Twitch, Llama Down Under, twitter.com/Llama Down Under, and also we have a Facebook page. And El Sephiroth, if you'd like to say your things.
I'm on Twitch at El Sephiroth, Twitter, L_Sephiroth, and YouTube, El Sephiroth.
Yeah. And tomorrow, I believe, we will be casting the match of Princess Jalopy